Welcome back to Cooking for the Whole Family, where dogs are family too. We want to make sure everybody gets a good, healthy, nutritious meal, and as everything's getting so expensive out there, we try to cook so that the whole family gets to dine together. So come on with us. Here you go, baby. Go, baby, go. Run, baby. And as it's scorching hot outside, we don't really want to have an oven cranking and heating up the whole house, so we're going to cook ribs. These are pork ribs, spare ribs specifically. They're a lot less expensive than baby back, and we're actually getting these from Walmart with our new Walmart Plus account. We are not sponsored, although we'd love to be. From their Tyson Farms, I believe. These are about 4.5, 5 pounds. Got them for less than $9, and this will provide about 3 days worth of meals for our dogs. We'll add a vegetable in, maybe some rice. But nevertheless, this is good, nutritious meat that keeps everybody happy, lots of protein, and our dogs definitely need that with how hard they play. And again, keep the oven a little bit lower, cook for about 3 hours, so let's get them in and get started. And when you're handling meat, even before, you want to make sure your hands are nice and clean. And to get these ribs started, again, 250 degrees for about 3 hours. We're going to leave them uncovered for the first hour. That'll get a good texture on top of the ribs, and then we'll cover with aluminum foil for the remaining time. And again, this is about a 4.5, 5 pound rack of ribs. We're not seasoning that. We're not adding any sauce at this time. It's best for the dogs to keep it plain. There are some herbs and things you could add, but again, just to keep it simple, we're just keeping it plain. And for human purposes, we can add our favorite sauce after it's done cooking, so that way everybody gets what they need and love. All right, now we're through. Let's get these guys out and get some foil on them. And now you can see we're doing just kind of a light crisping on top. Then we're going to go ahead and cover with the aluminum foil. But when you're cooking with ribs, all the little tissue and everything that connects the ribs, you do have to cook low and slow so it converts it into something that's edible and digestible, as well as nutritious and delicious. But it's real simple. Now we've done that, we're going to go ahead and add foil, one about the length of the pan. And now here's the important part. It's got to be shiny side up. You don't want to have the shiny side down. You're going to reflect more of the heat back onto the ribs, and it's not going to cook as slowly as you want it to. But it's as simple as this. Covered it, keep it protected, back in the oven, 2 more hours. Good. And while we're waiting for the ribs to cook, obviously it is still breakfast time for our dogs. We're doing breakfast later. It's so hot outside, they're not even eating in the morning right now. So to tide them over, one thing we're doing and I wanted to talk about, we're just going to give them plain whole milk Greek yogurt with a little bit of honey. It is a perfect probiotic. You don't have to buy pills. You don't have to do all the rest of it. It's natural, it's happy, it's healthy, and the dogs love it, especially for our sweet Mistletoe. As a partial English Mastiff, she does get GERD, gastroesophageal reflux disease. The honey helps coat her throat and helps her keep everything down. Thankfully, as she's pretty well outgrown it as she's gotten older here, but nevertheless, we still like to keep giving it to them, at least once a week or so. Keep everybody's belly happy. Vera too, our sweet Vera. You need some kibble, baby. I stole your spot. She's normally eating right here. Just trying to clean things up for the shoot, Muffin. A good girl. She's been too hot this week too. She's just been lounging on a pillow. Sweet Vera, you're a good girl, Muffin. But yes, it's just as simple as adding a couple of scoops of Greek yogurt to everybody's bowl, squeeze some honey across the top of it, and we've got puppy breakfast ready to go. You gonna help me, Vera? Get some yogurt? There you go, good girl, Vera. It's good for everybody, kittens included. Our 17-year-old kitten. And then just quick squizzle, squeeze, whatever your vocabulary dictates. And if you can, raw or unprocessed honey is the best. Just depends on where you live and what you have available. And there we go. Then we can serve our puppies. There you go, buddy. No, chew. Winston. Slow down, little puppy. He's still our wild coyote. And gotta remind him, see, we get a good lick out of him. There you go, good boy. Take your time. Make sure you chew. Yeah, good, Luna. You really love that.
Good girl, Luna. Chew it up, honey.
All right, we're at the 3-hour mark here. Let's pull these out and see what we're looking at. Hopefully it's still ribs. There we go. All right, so after 3 hours, what we're looking for, let's see if these ribs pull out and move freely. They're very close. Put a knife in it. This is good and tender. This may be enough for some. I like it to be a little bit more fall off the bone. Yeah, it's very close. You will still see some, you're not going to see white meat in this or anything. You will see some pink, some brown. That's perfectly normal, especially after 3 hours. You're definitely cooked and you're safe. What I'm looking for is the texture, and it also makes it much easier because one part of cooking and serving ribs, spare ribs especially, it's a little bit harder to cut them into the individual bones, and of course serving for the dogs, you're going to have to get your hands involved. So getting it really good and tender and to the point that it's kind of falling off the bone makes your job a lot easier. So I'd actually give these maybe like another 20 minutes and we should be good.
Go get her, Pappy.
Looks like we got some bones starting to move here, so I'm going to call that done because after 3.5 hours and we're in the high point of the heat today, I'm turning the oven off. So they look beautiful, they smell beautiful, and the little taste I just got now, they taste delicious, so I think we're good to go. And we did have a couple of puppies hunger striking, so they'll get their yogurt with their dinner later. But as with any meat, we're going to let this sit and rest so it can cool down a bit, reabsorb some of its moisture, and be ready to serve in a while. All right, now we've got our ribs finally finished cooking. They've cooled down a good bit. We can just simply start peeling them. And this is where it gets a little messy with ribs. Not everybody wants to do this, but again, food is food, and these are delicious, and you really can't go wrong. And for what they cost, and how many nights of meals or days of meals you get out of just one rack of spare ribs, it's totally worth it. And again, this is just absolutely delicious meat, all on its own. And if you do it with rice, do it with a vegetable. Our dogs have actually had quite a few vegetables lately, so, and because of how hot it is, quite frankly, I've had enough of having the stove on today, so we are just going with a good old meat, and of course always mixing with the kibble. We do portion out our kibble. We use a measuring cup, and when we're adding in any of the meats, vegetables, rice, that sort of thing, we usually kind of cut the portioning of kibble by half, and we're good to go. And now the one thing with spare ribs, and this is also why you got to do it by hand, there are parts of tendons, or I guess maybe these are considered the spare ribs, but there are these soft but very firm pieces in here, and they're not digestible, and when you find parts that you simply can't tear apart or break, those are parts that you need to discard because it's just not edible. Can't digest it. So perfect example. I'm not actually sure. I tried to look it up. I don't actually know what this part is called. Maybe somebody can correct me. But they are white. They're soft and flexible, so they're not like a bone, but
cartilage?
The cartilage is supposed to break down in the cooking process, so because a lot of that is cartilage that's just slow cooked and turned into a meat you can eat. But that is also a reason for with spare ribs, you can't just fork and knife it. You do have to do it by hand, so you got to get a little messy, but again, when it's cooked well, it's real easy to shred all this, no problem. If you need to, wear gloves. Easy peasy. And once you get everything all shredded up, just give it a quick toss, mix it in, make sure the kibble's extra delicious, with all the juices and fat running on. And encourage your dogs to chew, because this is definitely a Hoover kind of meal where they just want to go to town and not necessarily chew. So always encourage, and again, always wash your hands. Excuse me, Mito. All right, Sebastian, you ready, Pappy? Let's get it, buddy. Come on.
There you go, Pappy. Chew it up, buddy.
Overexposed there, Pappy. There you go. Good boy.
Here, Luna. Good girl, honey. Chew it up. Good puppies. Mistletoe. Mistletoe. Go get it, sweetie. Good girl. Make sure you chew. Winston. There you go, buddy. Make sure you chew. Chew. I'm putting my finger in there. You need to chew. Good boy.
Well, it's another successful puppy dinner. I'm cooking for the whole family, and I'm going to shred a little bit here. This is for our cat, Vera. She loves pork too, so make sure she gets a nibble in her food bowl. But as always, thank you so very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any comments, suggestions, please comment below. If you haven't already, please subscribe as we'll keep this going. Just want to share the love, share the joy. We love our Pappies. They're all rescues. We want to give them the best life possible, and especially with as expensive as everything's getting now, cooking for all of us together has really become a necessity. And if you can't hear the crunching in the background, it's going quite well for us. So again, as always, thank you so very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.